where I have to sell every bike that I've built, and I've got to be honest, I get a little bit emotional. I get quite attached, especially when I built something this awesome. And considering I'd never built a bike 2 years ago, to see some of the bikes we've built is just mind-blowing, especially in 2023. And we've still got more to come with the V4S and the RSV4RR build series we've got going on at the moment. But this bike is not quite finished. And we're on a deadline because this sweet little thing is going to a show tomorrow morning and it's got to be there by 6 a.m. We better get to it. So once again, one of our fantastic sponsors, Moto Mia Australia, has come to the rescue, and we have got some super bling to go on this bike and get it ready for the show tomorrow. We've got some CNC left-hand switch gear, so that is super cool with some M&M style buttons. We've got some dual carbon brake discs, brake pads. And then we've got the pièce de la résistance, I don't know, whatever it is, that fancy French word for something awesome. We've got the RC19 Brembo 18 to 20 adjustable brake thingy-majig. And it all has to be on the bike before 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, so I've already removed the old OEM switchgear, and I think I actually sold it on eBay for like $250. So that just needs to go there. There's no locator pin, so it's really just however you want to run it. It should be super easy. I won't balance that there because if it drops, I will shoot myself. And it's really easy. It's just these two metal screws. It's just a clamp, super simple. Fingers crossed, this will just go on without a piece of cake, or with a piece of cake. Is it without a piece of cake, or with a piece of cake? I have no idea. Okay, so just be careful of the wires when you do this, that you don't crush them or break them. And we're gonna have it sort of like that. I think that's gonna be about the best sort of angle for us. And our cable should be super simple. It should actually just be, oh my God, where's my cable? There it is. It should just be a click and play. So I've got this clip off the old OEM one, and it just plugs straight into the back of that. Okay, so how sick does that look? That is so cool. Like the fully integrated buttons on that side in with the throttle, and then the race M&Ms on this side. Man, this whole dash just looks out of this world with, you know, all the Ducati gear, the YSS gear, Jet Prime. We've just got quite literally everything on this bike. So make sure you check out Moto Mia Australia. They're on Instagram. Just message Matt at Moto Mia. They've got some amazing CNC stock in their store, and see what you can get your hands on. Okay, so what's a race bike without a good braking power? Just a street bike, really. So that's where these come in handy, and the amount of pressure we're going to get through this compared to a standard lever is astronomical. So we may well use this lever on one of our other bikes because that's going to save us a bit of money down the track, and it'll get the ball rolling on that bike as well. It will at least give us some brakes. Either way, pretty much everything I take off these bikes, I can actually eBay it, and I find that I get pretty good money secondhand, and it helps cover the build cost as well. So right, before we actually put this on, because this sits quite straight, so it actually sits different to the OEM one, which sits on an angle, is I've just put a plastic cover just over the bike just here. I'll show you that in a sec. So you can see just here, I've just got a plastic cover over the bike because the last thing I want to do is drop any brake fluid on this beautifully painted fairing. I say beautifully because I painted it myself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little clamp around this pipe here. So the pipe that comes out of the reservoir, I'm just going to clamp it so that when I take the pipe off the reservoir, I can put a rag under it and just catch any fluid. And that means I'm not going to get fluid all over the bike. I'll probably do the same thing when I take the actual brake line off the bottom here. I'll put a rag under it just to catch anything so I don't end up with brake fluid everywhere destroying the paint, because that stuff gets on your paint, it'll just eat away and then say goodbye to your beautiful paint job. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. The brakes are on, they are bled. The new lever is on the RC19. The switchgear is on, and it's looking pretty sweet. Check these out. These are the old brake pads that came off. Look how just average they are. They are really not good. So they can go in the bin. And let's go and show this bike off, eh? That's one of my latest builds. That took me about 4 months. So yeah, I've got a V4S, RSV4RR being built at the moment as well.
Tripped over that fucking handle twice.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's a bloody long handle, isn't it?
Yeah. It just sort of sticks up at the end and it doesn't
I need to put my like a yellow flag on it or something.
The
You got the Hellwood. Damn. That is a sexy, sexy, sexy bike.
It is.
Do you mind if I ask, what is it worth?
About 40 to 45.
Wow. Check out these carbon wings. How cool are they? They are really nice. And you should always put as much carbon on a penny Street Fighter as possible. Okay, so there you go. Not quite as many superbikes as I'd hoped, but some pretty sweet Italian machines. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, you know the drill.